Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and things happening in my real life. Today I have my monthly ins and outs, all the items that are emptied and decluttered, or leaving my collection, and all the purchases I made for the month of June 2025. So if this is something you are interested in, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. All right, so we seem to be back to pretty normal numbers. There are more things going out this month than there are coming in, which is how my life typically is. January was my birthday month. February, I got some other things that I needed. I don't know. It just seems like this month, every month this year has had some extra stuff coming in for some reason. Some of it has been gifts, and some of it has been for review, and some of it have just been purchases because I felt like it. So let's talk about the ins and outs for this month. We're going to start with the outs. I always start with the outs because that way if you don't want to see a haul, you don't have to. So I'm going to put the purchases aside. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Okay, now they are aside and we can focus on the things in front of me that are empty. And I've been working on some things that have been like so close for a very long time, and now some of them are finally emptied. First on the top is an other category. This is my toothpaste from Hello. This is their natural whitening in Mint to Be. I really enjoyed this. I don't shop at Walmart, which I think is where I purchased this. I was out of town and I needed a toothpaste, and I went to a Walmart because that was what was convenient, but I may purchase this brand again if I find it at another store. I think I found it at a Kroger near me, so yeah, but this is empty toothpaste. All right, let me quickly go through. We have one fragrance, and it is a deluxe sample. This is from Atelier Cologne, and this one was, I always forget the name of it, Cedar Atlas. I really did enjoy this. This had a nice smoky cedar woody scent to it. I enjoyed it. Atelier Cologne is hard to get in the United States now, but I do know of a website that carries it, and if I decided I needed this in my life, I would get it. But I have quite a few perfumes back there that I'm happy with at the moment. I don't need to buy something just because I like it. I just make a note that I like it, and if it ever comes my way again, then I know I should pick it up. All right, then for let's do, I guess, makeup related items. I have my setting spray. This is from Morphe. It is their luminous setting spray. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. There was nothing luminous about it that I could see. It was nice. It didn't have shimmer or anything in it that made it like glowy, glittery, but it was a nice setting spray. The mist was nice and fine, very fine in fact. But I mean, if I see it again, I might pick it up. Now that Morphe is under new management, I might start looking at their products again, but this is the only thing that I've ever owned from Morphe so far, and it was not bad. Then we have from Good Molecules, their lightweight daily moisturizer. I had this kicking around for a while. I think it's my cleanser that has a date on it. I purchased this. I really enjoy it. I use it alternately as a nighttime moisturizer or a daytime moisturizer, depending on whether I'm using SPF in the morning or if I'm using another skin oil in the evening. I really enjoyed it, and I have repurchased another one already. You probably saw that back in January or December. Then we have another sort of makeup item. I guess I didn't do them in order. That's okay. This is from Milani. It is their Fruit Fetish Lip Balm. This is in 130 Dragon Fruit Peach. This is, I guess, their old packaging, because now when I see it in the store, it is in a like gloss tube instead of a squeezy tube. I enjoyed this. This did have a slight pink tint to it. Let me see if there's a little bit I can get out to show you. There's a little bit there. It did have a slight pink tint to it, but it was not so overpowering that I didn't feel like I could wear it every day out and about in public. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I would probably pick up another one in the future. But I have several other ones I've already purchased, so I'm trying to control myself and not buy a whole bunch of things, because lip gloss is and lip balm is one of my product categories that I tend to gravitate toward a lot. Speaking of, I have this lip balm. This is from Big Dipper Waxworks, and it is in peppermint grapefruit. I got this when I was pet sitting at one of the houses. I ran out of lip balm while I was there, and I got this, and I really enjoyed it. It is all done. It's just a typical waxy, clear lip balm. I wasn't sure I would like the grapefruit and peppermint, but it grew on me, and I quite enjoyed it, and if I see this again, I would definitely pick it up. Always good to have a nice, clear pocket lip balm. Okay, speaking of lip products, we also have from Spascriptions their moisturizing lip mask. I got this like 2 years ago in a set that had 2 lip masks and 2 lip scrubs, because I wanted to try a lip scrub and I wanted to try a lip mask. This does not work as a lip mask. It's nothing like any of the other lip masks. The formula is very lightweight, and you put it on, and within minutes it's gone. It evaporates. I mainly used this while I was doing my skincare. Put this on first to protect my lips from any of the other essences or serums or moisturizers or toners that I used, so that I didn't, put chemicals on my lips that didn't need to be there. So this is finally done. This is the second of these lip masks from Spascription. I would not recommend them, and I will not buy them again. I don't like lip scrubs either, so lessons learned, but products used. Then I have from St. Ives their Fresh Skin Apricot Scrub. This is a travel size. It's been around for a while. I did not use this on my face. I used it on my body, and it's not something I recommend. I mean, if you like this kind of thing, sure. But it's not something I need in my life, so I used it up, and it's now out of my collection. Okay, that is just an empty travel bottle. That doesn't need to be in here. That is not finished. That is an travel. All right, and then the last item that is an empty is from Laneige. This is the little deluxe size of the Laneige. I already said that. Their Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. I got this in, I think, the birthday set from Sephora this year. It came with the toner, which is one of the other bottles. It's in here. I'm still working on the toner, though. I decanted it into a spray bottle. And then it came with the small size of the lip sleeping mask, which I'm also currently working on. So yeah, this is the first empty from those. And yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Next, I have 1 empty, 3 garbage, and 2 declutters. Well, I guess 4 garbage, 1 declutter, 2 declutters. Anyway, I recently, in my nail polish videos, both my project polish and what manicures I wore in the month of June, I talked about having gone through my nail polish collection and sorted out any polishes that are too thick and gloopy. And I found 3 when I was going through that were just too thick, that they were not worth trying to revive. They are all decluttered to me secondhand, and they're all from Blackheart Beauty. So whoever had this collection obviously did not take care of them. So the first one is this one here. It is called Silver Glitter Starry. Never got a chance to wear it. It is super thick and goopy, beyond repair. Then we have this one, which is Violet with blue glitter. Very pretty. Never got a chance to wear that. And then finally, another one I never got a chance to wear. This is from their Meteor Shower collection, and this is Rose Gold Meteor Shower. Just a bunch of rose gold glitters, all thick and dried up. And then I had one topper that I used recently that I decided is just got too big of glitters in it for me. I didn't like the formula. I had thinned it down. It is still usable. It's just, it has large hex glitters and I don't like. But it also has little shreds and micro glitters and bar glitters. All the other things I like, but I don't like the large hexes, and trying to work with this was just too difficult. It's beautiful if I can get a light covering with the other things. I've thought about thinning this out with some suspension base in a separate bottle and just, you know, thinning out the formula in general. But that seems like too much work. Plus there's those larger hex glitters that I don't like at all in any form. So I'm just decluttering this one. And then recently I went to try making a swatch of the polishes that I set aside that had gotten slightly thicker but were salvageable. And one of them is another Formula X. This one is called Intergalactic. It is a textured polish, and I went to swatch it and it's already thickened up and is beyond usable. So this is also being decluttered. I did have it in a project and I have replaced that with something else. So yeah, I'll talk about that when I update that project. I think it's in Throwback 30. No, it's in Child of the 80s. So that is being decluttered. Then I have one sort of empty. This is one of my two Franken polishes. This was a base coat, top coat that I had added things to, and I had two Franken polishes. I don't know why I didn't just put them all together to begin with, but this was one of two. It's already been set out and left to dry, so that's why it's not moving in there. I left it open to dry so I can dispose of it safely. But yeah, I decided instead of having two Franken polishes, I'm just going to have one, and so now that is that, and that is an empty bottle. And then the last thing in my collection here is something I got, is some nail decals. These are going to be passed on. This is from Joyful Nail. I got this as part of a giveaway from last year's Polish and Beauty Expo. I won a giveaway from somebody who attended and got duplicates of things, and this is one of the things they sent. I do not do nail decals. I don't have time for nail decals. I kept thinking one of these days I might do them because they are quite pretty. They're nice, like silver star burst kind of things. It's an extra step I don't want to have to deal with. So I'm going to pass these along to somebody else who will enjoy them. And that is everything I finished for the month. It's quite a lot, so give me a moment to put it all away, and then we'll talk about the few things that came into my collection. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the newest item that just came in. This is from Aveeno. This is their Daily Moisturizing Body Wash in normal to dry sensitive skin. I received this to test through Influenster. I've already posted my review of it. I think this is nice. It has a light floral scent, and it left my skin feeling soft, silky, you know, sort of moisturized. So I really enjoyed this, and like I said, I got this free from Influencer for review, so that is good if you have normal, dry, or sensitive skin and want something moisturizing. I highly recommend it. I recommend it. It's good. Alright, so that is the one thing that came into my collection for free, for review. And then I have three things I purchased. The first, as I had gone through all my nail polishes, I've reorganized them by color and found that I only had two yellow nail polishes. One neon yellow and one primary yellow, and I had a craving for a pastel yellow, so I went out and searched. I found one pastel yellow that looked like it would be nice for me. This is from Sally Hansen Extreme Wear, and it is in the shade Eternal Sunshine. This is just a nice creamy white, nice creamy pastel yellow. I think that'll be nice tone on my skin, so I'm looking forward to wearing that sometime in the future. And then I took a trip to Marshall's. Yes, Marshall's, And I found a couple of things. One is something I've tried and enjoy, and I saw it full size and thought, I'm going to get it. And I've already talked about it once in this video already. It is Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. They had a bunch of this is the original berry scent. They had a bunch of these on sale. This one was $16.99. I have a deluxe sample size that I'm using right now, and I'm enjoying it. And so I saw the full size for $17, and I figured that's a pretty good deal. So I picked one of those up. And then I picked up a lip. Is this a lip gloss? Or a liquid lip? I'm not sure, but it's from Buxom. It is their full-on plumping lip matte. And this one is in the shade Dolly. I've never tried anything from Buxom, and I want to give it a try. It is I guess, full size, and it is a matte, so I guess it's a liquid lip. And this was $7.99. So yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Buxom products, and since it was there and it was on sale, figured why not give it a try. And I don't mind a matte lip color. So, and I think Dolly looks like a nice cool toned pink that would work well for me. So that is everything that came into my collection this month. Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot, just the 4 items, 3 of which I purchased, 1 I got for free for review, and yeah, I feel like there was something else. There was something else. 1 second. Okay, it took me a few minutes to remember what it was. I did receive 1 other item from Influenster for review, and I received it at the beginning of the month or at the end of last month. Maybe I talked about this last month. I don't remember. I got these cotton pads anyway. If I talked about this last month, I'm repeating myself. If I didn't, I got this earlier this month. I don't remember. This is from Simply Soft. It is their premium cotton cleansing pads, dual textured, ultra soft and durable. I did submit a review for these. They are quite large, so if you use disposable cotton pads for makeup removal or something like that, it is a good product, I guess. I think they're a bit too large. I don't use these for makeup removal. I only use cotton pads for nail polish removal, and I end up cutting all of these into fourths to use to remove my polish. But for makeup removal and face wash, I use reusable cloths. But yeah, and one side is slightly textured, and then the other side is not. And they come in this bag that has a string that I guess you could use as a drawstring, but you can't really close it once it's open. So that's my review on those. I don't recommend unless you use them for makeup, but still I think they're really extra big. I mean, they could probably do with being half as big. But there are 50 in here, so yeah, that's that. That's everything I've got. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content and are not already subscribed, please do that while you're here. It really means a lot to me. And until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!